Welcome to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to start your coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play online or offline. An online Dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose to create a coach of your own. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations, Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, this afternoon at the place they call the Woodshed, on the banks of the Red Cedar, home to the Michigan State Spartans, where they are ready to start another campaign. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the UMass Minutemen taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Spartans ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UMass offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block, that know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot early in this game to go make plays.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. This offense has a second down play. He'll keep it himself. Keeps the legs moving. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This crowd knows when to bring it. Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Minutemen. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And he puts through the extra point. UMass 7, Michigan State 0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right down the middle. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they got it at the 45.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they get him down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The UMass offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Using his legs, it's Hester. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They move the chains on the ground. Now another 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. UMass quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now, guys... or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but
they stripped it out. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And you cough up the football, give it to the other team. Man, what a turn of events when going in to possibly score with a big play to give them the football to the other team.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the air, it's Childs. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Spartans are on the move. It's a reverse. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and goal for the offense. He'll go to the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you tried on 1st and 2nd, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs, and get a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Pumachan. Fires to the big fella. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Carter. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air. It's Childs. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Glover. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Smarty.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Pulls it, fired, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Kumachan. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Spartans! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 16 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass. It's Pumachan. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. UMass will line up to punt it away. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Got room at the 35. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Dances away. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Childs. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly deep downfield. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's... Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guy, you start to really like the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Spartans are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Carter. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The UMass offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And the quarterback is snowed under. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really putting up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. UMass quickly back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Kumachan. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Caught close to the marker. It's Glover. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his feet to buy time. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack, and now back.
Touchdown, Michigan State! And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Childs. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Trying to get to it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Carter. Fights off a defender. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught over the middle. It's Belling. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
Touchdown, Sparty! And the route is on.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking?
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a stick.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Pumachan. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. Getting some heat. Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rulers, and he made the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's up to 8. On the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. The give and tick, 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 tick. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Nifty little dance step. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The UMass offense returns to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Hester. On the move at the 30. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to pass. It's Pumachan. This time on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Comes out throwing on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Slings it downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one,
and the ball slipped out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it.
And the ball is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.